and this show is Communities Live with
Susie Casson.
And with me, Andrew Tildersley. And joining Susie on the phone is...
Alex Deadman. Hello, Alex.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, yes.
Loud and clear, lovely.
Yeah, brilliant. We got you.
Fantastic.
Yeah, great. So you're involved with Tramlines?
That's right.
Yeah, so can you describe Tramlines to someone who hasn't come across it before?
Tramlines is the biggest metropolitan music festival in the UK, and we've got all sorts of music happening all around the city. We've got outdoor stages, we've got indoor venues, and there's also a big fringe as well. So basically the idea is to turn Sheffield into one big festival site for the weekend.
Fantastic. So it's a massive festival this year, isn't it? I've been looking at the website. How did the Tramlines originate?
It started in 2009, and it was just a kind of sudden coming together of lots of people who had vaguely the same idea. So there was different projects brewing around putting a big music event on in Sheffield, and it just kind of clicked. Lots of people met each other, and the first one was really put together with not a great deal of time. It was a huge success. Hundreds of thousands of people came, and it went from there.
Great. So how did you become involved with Tramlines?
Well, I always had a role. Initially, it was organising some of the specific events and working on the Youth Music Festival. And then in 2011, I was asked to do to help with the PR, and that's what I do.
Great. So can you tell us a little about the lineup for this year?
It's definitely our biggest lineup ever. We've got headliners including Dizzy Rascal, Catfish and the Bottlemen. I've got George Clinton on there, Jurassic 5, Khalees as well. So we've got a really strong offering in terms of headliners. And then we do our best to cover all different genres, so there should be something for everybody there. I do advise, I can't list all the lineup now, so I advise you to come onto the website, check out the lineup page, and have a look at who we've got there.
Great. So, as you say, there are venues right across the city. Can you give a taste of some of them?
Yeah, so we've got our main stage at the Ponderosa Park. That's the main stage. And then we've got indoor stages like O2 Academy, the Lead Mill, Plug, the Harley, Queen Social, all three kind of big venues that you'd normally go to on a night out in Sheffield is part of the Tramlines for the weekend.
Yeah, and I read there are things at the Cathedral this year.
That's right. Sorry, I missed out the Cathedral. Yeah, as always, we're putting music in the Cathedral, which is a real privilege because it's just so nice to use that space for live music. It's a really unusual setting, and it really works very well.
Yeah, and good acoustics, I'd imagine, as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. So how do we buy a ticket for Tramlines?
Well, we've gone off sale now for the... we're about to go off sale for the on the website, but you can still buy tickets from our box offices over the weekend. So, sorry, let's get back to the bus. We've got our wristband exchanges are at the City Hall, at the Folk Forest, which is Encliffe Park, and there's another one at the main stage on the Ponderosa. You can buy day and or weekend tickets from those locations.
Great. And you mentioned there's also a Tramlines Fringe.
Yeah, we've got lots of free events happening throughout the city, including Weston Park and the Peace Gardens, which is kind of international music and youth and community stuff. But there's lots and lots on offer. So, have a look on the website and check out our programme, which has got details of the official Fringe in there.
Yeah, great. So if someone perhaps doesn't want to come to the whole festival, are there some free events you can dip into?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, there's lots happening. Just check out the programme.
Great. So there's so much going on. What would you advise someone who hasn't been before?
I would advise that you get hold of a programme, have a look on our website, and if you click programme, you can look at a free online version of the programme. Have a leaf through, because as well as all the listings, it tells you a bit about some of the highlights, and that'll give you a flavour for what's going on. It sort of depends what type of person you are. If you want to, you could meticulously plan your weekend and work out which acts you're going to go and see. For some of the bigger acts, I would always advise getting down nice and early to the venue or the stage that they're on, because they do reach capacity sometimes, and then it becomes like a one-in, one-out. But other people, I'd say I probably would fit into this category, would just wander about. If you have a few things that you definitely want to do, a few places you want to visit, and then just kind of go off and explore.
Yeah, because that's the beauty of it. You might discover things you normally wouldn't go and listen to.
Definitely.
Yeah, brilliant. So it's massively popular this year, isn't it? Why do you think Tramlines is so popular?
I think that there's a number of reasons. I think Sheffield has a really, really good community within the kind of music industry, and people are pretty good at working with each other, and that's really important. That's kind of the core of what makes the festival work. I think that there's a lot of people in Sheffield who like attending events, and lots of people who visit Sheffield for this event specifically. Sheffield's got a musical history, and people just like to see it on its best, really. I think people are proud of Tramlines and come out and support it for that reason.
Yeah, and it's kind of different it is in a city, isn't it? It gives it that identity, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, great. So what are you most looking forward to, Alex, this year?
Well, other than putting my feet up on Sunday, I am really looking forward to catching Jurassic 5. I think that will be really good if I get to that. I'd quite like to see, who else would I like to see? I'd quite like to see Quantic doing a DJ set. I hope to see George Clinton, because he's like a funk legend, and it would be good to catch him. And there's loads of good nighttime stuff with the DJs happening as well.
Great. And is it fairly dependent on the weather? Are we hoping for a sunny weekend?
Well, at the moment, the weather report is looking quite good, but we do have plenty of indoor venues anyway, so we might get a bit of rain over the weekend. But because we're in a city, we're much less affected by that. So, we don't have people walk around on pavements rather than on grass, so we don't really get lots of mud. And there's good irrigation in both of our on the Rosa. So if we have bad weather, we do, but there's plenty of indoor stuff to get on with anyway.
Yeah, and the signs are good. If it's like this, it'd be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, lovely. So Tramlines starts on Friday, runs till Sunday.
Yeah, we've actually got an official pre-party tonight at the Lead Mill with Mr. Scruff, as we always do. But the festival proper starts on Friday.
Great, sounds